Officer Safety, How to Build a Safety Culture Inside of a Prison by Carl R. Torsbins, formerly Deputy Warden and Trainer, Arizona Department of Corrections and New Mexico Department of Corrections. In proposing an attempt to improve critical safety issues while trying to change the way of thinking of those that work inside prisons, the purpose of such change in mindset is based on changing the attitudes of those who work inside these places. It goes without saying that in order for any person, committee, agency, or entity to change the way we think about our safety practices, it must be endorsed from the top to the bottom, from bottom to top of chain command. One might ask why prison officials care about safety culture. Should and what exactly is safety culture? Unconditionally, prison officials have set employee and inmate safety a priority, and they've implemented numerous steps to provide persuasive commitment to providing a safer environment for all that go inside a prison or jail. Many agree that in order to endow such a change, there must be a change in the culture of the entity and provide a blame-free environment that will foster open communications without repercussions or retaliation for speaking out and telling the truth. This is the most difficult barrier that you will encounter in fostering a change. This would be done and followed up with new safety design in order to prevent future errors, and acknowledging the fact that without a total commitment by all involved, including the organizational leadership, these changes would only be as good as the effort put forth to make these improvements work and do a better job at working safer. Employees have to work in good faith. Managers and executives have to work in good faith. In order for it to work, be commitment. Safety culture can be defined as a set of correctional best practices, institutional and professional values, beliefs, and norms about what's important, how to behave, and what attitudes are appropriate when it comes to officer safety in a work group. Organizations with effective safety cultures have demonstrated a constant commitment to safety and treat it as a top-level priority. A lot there. Look at that. Best practice is probably the best one. Supervisors manage your expectations and action promoting prison and workplace safety is one of the tools available. Organizational learning, continuous improvement, openness of communication, feedback and communication about errors. You've got to allow this communication to exist without blame, without being called a troublemaker. Prison management support for staff and inmate safety, the endorsement, non-punitive responses to error, blame-free environment or a just culture, proper staffing, teamwork within the units, teamwork between the units and complex and central office functions. Cohesiveness is a good word to describe this attitude. To work together. With improved measurement tools available, prison systems could begin to assess and describe their cultures related to correctional safety. The prison industry is drawing from organizational theory, history, and customs and practices that are critical to learn how a culture is formed and what is required to change a culture. Remember, we're fighting an intangible. This is something that has developed over years. That includes complacency, biases, competence. Although there's much interest in affecting or even changing the culture in our prisons, there are a few examples of proven intervention methods or strategies that are already recognized. We recognize that competent and caring correctional professionals will make mistakes, and we don't intend to instill fear or punish them for reporting them. Again, opening up these channels of communication without fear of retaliation or blame. As with any safety culture in general, there is a scarcity of proven intervention designed to create a non-punitive environment. Obviously, the transformation to a non-blaming culture does not occur overnight or because of one intervention. This takes persistence, this takes perseverance, this takes consistency, and it takes a commitment. However, several barriers must change, and a success that some correctional organizations have experienced with applying improvement models from their industries. You have to recognize that there are many barriers in place that have to change in order for this to be successful. The concept is sound, the concept is good, but you got to remove the barriers that keep you from making this blameless change. Remember that tools and resources are available to you. There's website links, Correctional Academy safety courses, implement a survey to discuss the characteristics of the safety culture assessment tools. Sample, administrative and do the survey and prepare the data for analysis. Get the feedback, report the feedback, look at the reliability and validity of data obtained. Thank you. Please share this video.